Lesson 10.5, solving quadratic equations by completing the square. Challenging stuff here, so be prepared. I'll lead you into it, then at some point you're just going to have to trust me. But how would we solve these? Well, this one's factoring. X plus, X minus. Looks like 8 and 4. 8 times negative 4 is negative 32. 8 minus 4 is positive 4. Break it in 2. X equals negative 8. X equals 4. So, how would we solve this other one? Well, this one's a little bit easier. Square root of both sides. I get x plus 2 equals plus or minus 6. Break it in 2. X plus 2 equals 6. X plus 2 equals negative 6. X equals 4. X equals negative 8. Are they the same equations? Obviously, yes. They have the same answers. In case you didn't notice. Which one was easier? Well, almost everybody I know picks this side. So, let's do problems that way. The problem is, how do we go from here to here? And I wrote it down as steps. It's tricky. Watch out. So, first things first, move the a value over. Pardon me, c value over. Now, we're going to go through some steps here. This is how we complete the square. We create a perfect square that we can take square root of both sides. We grab the b value. Because there is no a value, or the a value is 1, we don't have to worry about it. This would be tricky when we have to do that. We take it and we divide by 2. I like to put it in a little box because it comes back later. We take it, what's in the box, and square it. We're right back where we started, but that won't usually happen. Add it to both sides. So we take this equation, rewrite it. And we take the 4 that we just calculated and we add it to both sides. Now, the reason we took this number in the box is we rewrite x plus, I should just say x, squared. So we're going to rewrite this. How do you know that it's a perfect square? Well, if you remember how to factor, you do x squared plus 4x plus 4 and change it. But if not, just what's in the box. Positive 2. 36 over there. Now you know what to do. Square root of both sides. X plus 2 equals plus or minus 6. Break it into two problems. X plus 2 equals 6. X plus 2 equals negative 6. X equals negative 8. X equals 4. We've already done that. Remember, if we're factoring, that's one thing. If we're solving it, it's another thing. We will almost always solve it. In the past, we were just factoring to practice factoring. Now we really want to know what we're doing. So that's it. That's all of today's lesson. Now we just practice, and it is challenging. So keep this sheet handy and be ready to refer to it as necessary. So, move the 15 over. X squared minus 16x equals negative 15. Negative 16 over 2 equals negative 8. Put it in the box for later. Negative 8 squared equals 64. Add it to both sides. We've created a perfect square. This will be x minus 8. Negative 8 came from the box. 64 minus 15. 49 squared. Square root of both sides. X minus 8 equals plus or minus 7. X equals 15. X equals 1. Plug them back in to check. 1 squared is 1, minus 16 plus 15 is 0. Check. Same thing for 15 works. Check. Try some of these on your own. See if you can do them. Notice step 1 is already done for you. Check them. They're done. They work. So those two are pretty easy because they're perfect squares and they work. Now we get life a little bit harder. You might want to try these on your own. The problem is you have odd numbers, so you're going to have to do a little bit of fractions and things like that. Done. Try this one on your own. Pause the tape. I'll do it very quickly. Check, it works. This one, we actually have to divide out. So we get x squared plus 10x minus 4 equals 0. This one's going to get ugly. 10 over 2 equals 5 in the box. 5 squared equals 25. X squared plus 10x equals 4. Plus 25 plus 25. X plus 5 squared equals 29. Square root. Square root of 29 is 5.4 plus or minus 5.4. X equals 10.4. Negative 0.4. Check them, they work. Same thing over here. 10 over 2 equals 5. 5 squared equals 25. I definitely blew it here before. Try again. This is what I get for not writing things out. That looks better. And this one's a mess. Rewrite it so it looks like something I've seen before. Divide by 4. This is harder than anything you'll ever see on a test. Negative 5 over 4 divided by 2 is negative 5/8. Negative 5/8 squared is 25/64. Who cares on the left, because we're going to rewrite it as x minus 5/8 squared. I have my box. And that equals negative 215/64. Getting challenging to read all this. No solution. Can't take square root of a negative. Last one. Divide by 9. X squared plus 4x equals negative 11/9. 4 over 2 equals 2 in the box. 2 squared equals 4. Add to both sides. X plus 2 squared equals 25 over 9. Square root of both sides. X plus 2 equals plus or minus 5/3. X equals 11/3. Did it again. Negative 1/3. And negative 11/3. Those last few are probably a little bit off the chart, but if you understand how to get through them, you'll be fine. Good luck.